We've all gathered here today to celebrate the life of my beautiful grandmother, Bertha Van Acker. She had a very tough upbringing, but you would never know it when you spoke to her. Everybody who met her knew just how special she was. She was a woman of few words, but when she spoke, you'd better listen up because she was a real firecracker. She was by far the best cook in the world, although I may be a little biased. She was the most devoted wife, mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother imaginable. She was one of the most kind and nurturing people I have ever met. Whether it was a child, someone she just met, or an animal. She raised her brothers and sisters, a family of her own, 5 grandchildren, and 1 great-grandchild. She cooked meals for hundreds of children every day for 30 years as a lunch lady in the Hardiston schools. She cared for her bird Petrie and many chihuahuas. When it came to nurturing, it always seemed like she just always had more to give. She was also a very generous woman, donating to causes like the Wounded Warrior Fund because she wanted to help people who fought for this country like her brothers. The ASPCA, because she couldn't stand to see poor animals in pain or helping her family in times of need. If there was any way that she could help, she did. She always wanted to be involved and a part of the action, whether it was coming out to my truck to see the latest deer fish that I got, excuse me, or showing off my bear rug, leading the way on one of our vacations, sitting by the fire pit, or enjoying a front row seat to our annual fireworks display. She was always front and center, and at times the star of the show. She never slowed down, and she lived her life the very fullest until the very end. She loved her family, her puppies, watching her birds, her flowers, a good novel, word searches, a good cup of coffee, a nice cold Diet Coke, and banana splits. She loved her turtles, a good supper with the Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy, which she always said I should try out for, her Friday night police programs, and a good smoke. She was the foundation of our family and a true matriarch. She filled me with inspiration and was a true light in the darkest of times and a source of joy and smiles in the best of times. She was my rock. Every one of my days in the past 6 years started with, revolved around, and ended with her. So many of my best qualities are embodied in her: work ethic, caring and compassion, my outdoor lifestyle, and politics. Although anyone who knows me knows that I had a little more to say about the politics than she did. She and I had a very special bond. The future is very uncertain, and there are some dark days ahead, but I know with the lessons and traditions that you have passed on to me and a strong family behind me, I know they will make it through. It's going to be very hard, but one of her sayings that will always stick with me is, you get what you get and you don't get upset. It's not going to be easy, but I'm going to do my best to live up to it. I will carry on your lessons and teachings and traditions for the rest of my life. I'll pass them on to my children one day. I'd always imagined that you would be there when I had my kids. But I would just have to hold them twice as close for the both of us. I promise that I will make them understand how much you love them, even though they will never meet you in person. It's going to be very hard. My whole life is going to change. But as long as we have each other, I know that we will make it through. As sad as I am to see her go, I am truly happy and thankful to spend the time and make the memories that we did. I promised Grandpa that I would take good care of you and the house and the property, and I did my very best. It was nothing short of an honor to spend the last 6 years living with you and taking the very best care of you that I could. I love you more than words can describe. You were so much more than a grandmother. You're my best friend, my roommate, my partner in crime, one of my biggest role models. I'm so happy that I got a chance to take as good of care of you as you did of me. I promise to care for the house, the yard, our garden, and your puppies the very best that I can. I swear to make you and Grandpa proud and to carry on the values, morals, and work ethic that embody the vernacular name. Thank you for everything. Now it's your time to rest and my turn to pick up the reins. You have done more than your fair share. I know it won't be easy, but with you in my heart and looking down from above, I know that we will be okay. Take good care of Grandpa, Uncle Brian, and everybody else while we're apart, and I will take care of things down here until we're all together again. When I get there, we can talk all about it over a good smoke. Love forever and always, your Joe Boy.
Okay.